you very much.
It's an honor to have you as a guest for the Global Entrepreneurship Summit that is called XIMB. Thank you so much for allowing us time to discuss.
No, it's a privilege and a pleasure.
As MBA students, we are curious to know how you related the humdrum classroom teachings with your work and how it helped you learn, handle the huge responsibility in doing things.
So, the concepts that you learn on campus establish the basics of what you do in the corporate world. So, for me, the concepts, the projects that you do, the interaction that you have with the industry while you're doing those projects, those have stayed with me. So, for example, I did a summer project with ITC and Unilever back many years ago. And that kind of gave me a good understanding of sales, distribution, marketing, and then of course joined ITC after that. So a lot of the concepts that you learn, they are relevant at various levels of your life. So it's important to learn the basics, understand the basics, and then make sure you keep brushing up on them throughout your career.
So you've been one of the veterans in the business world, and you are someone we all look up to as MBA students. So what is that one advice you would like to give to any MBA students, especially those who are about to start a new venture?
I think the most important thing is to enjoy what you do. Make sure that your job is not a job, but it's a passion. It's something that you really love doing. You must feel energized doing what you're doing, getting out of bed every morning and going to work. If you don't enjoy it, then it will become really a drag on you and you won't deliver 200%. So I think the single most important thing is to be very clear on what you really enjoy doing and not follow the masses. I've also done it in the past. I sometimes followed the masses and suddenly realized that I didn't enjoy it. So spend some time reflecting, because I think it's very important for you to know where your strengths lie and what excites and energizes you. Once you're clear on that, then you're fine. Then you go ahead and do whatever job you're doing and you do a fantastic job of it.
Nokia, for most of the Indians, signifies nostalgia. How do you plan to encash this to make it come back to Indian market?
Yeah, so we have a lot of plans to launch Nokia smartphones going forward. It's been a very trusted, admired, loved brand in India and of course abroad. But we have to remember that the market has changed, the consumer has moved on. We are in a digital age. When we were at the helm of, when we were doing well in the market was very different. You never had as much of an influence of the digital world as you have today. So while we do plan to leverage some of the really good values of Nokia, like trust and honesty and transparency and reliability, we need to create the new Nokia to be relevant to the new world. So that's what we are working through. I think one of the really big challenges we have at Nokia is the marketing of it. How do we appeal to the current millennials, yet be connected with our past values? And that's what we are working on right now, and we are having a lot of very interesting, exciting discussions internally to see how we will do that in the future.
So on this very note, we would like to ask you that is HMD Global a move to rebrand Nokia, or is it a long-term strategic plan to build on Microsoft as a platform?
So HMD Global is a Finnish startup. It has got no connection with Microsoft anymore. Right? So we are a startup that has been funded by private equity funding, and we are headquartered in Finland. The objective of HMD Global is to be the home for Nokia phones. And our objective is to launch, so we have as HMD Global the rights to launch Nokia feature phones. And now we've been given the exclusive rights by Nokia to brand Android smartphones with Nokia. So very clearly we have a very long strategic intent to build the Nokia brand. And that's what we're going to do. So we have tied up with Google for the Android ecosystem, of course. We have tied up with Foxconn for the manufacturing and the engineering part of it. And of course, Nokia, the brand, is an iconic brand. So we want to bring all this together and launch the Nokia phone. So the objective, the mandate that we have with HMD Global, or what we plan to do going forward, is to build Nokia as one of the most loved technology brands in the world.
Our students are extremely excited to see you here today. So, can you brief what are you going to speak to them and what are you going to do?
So I'm going to talk a little bit about my experiences. I'm going to talk about some of the learnings I've had in my career. I'm also going to talk a little bit about my journey in Nokia. It's been a very, very interesting journey. We were, market leaders, and we became challengers, and we became laggards, and now we are ready to grow again. So I'll give a small story about the Nokia story, a small story about Nokia, and I'll share some of my own personal experiences, insights, and learnings, and I just hope they find it interesting.
So we won't take any much more of your time. Just one last question.
Sure.
How do you feel about coming to XIMB today and interacting with our students?
Very excited, very energized. That's why I've come so early. I think I've come half an hour before I should have, but I'm really looking forward to the day. And I really want to thank you all and the student community of XIMB for having me over. It's really a privilege for me. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure for us.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.